It was snowing the day the memorial came down. They'd sent in a builder from Chesterfield to do the job because they said it wasn't safe for untrained men. I said what we all felt. It's our memorial and our dead, and we'll be taking it down. Remember.
Mr. Rankin! Mr. Allingham! What, are we women now? Huh? Are we to stay at home and do washing up now we've seen Kaiser off? Eh, Mr. Rankin, Mr. Allingham? Bang!
God, he's a man with one arm in a boot factory.
Is this boot well made? We've worked hard for 5 years, and we've made sacrifices for this factory. You've made good money on the back of that. All I ask in return is that we keep our jobs. Mr. Rankin, Mr. Allingham.
A man with one arm, or a woman with a very big mouth?
Because it is people like me who have fought for your freedom. Yours, and yours, and yours, and yours, and yours, and yours, everybody. And one day, you may be called upon to fight for future generations and their freedom. Like the Bible says.
Who are you?
This world will have many troubles and many wars. That is a guarantee.
I used to teach here.
I have overcome the world, not me.
What's your name?
Mary Middleton. What's your name?
I haven't spoken to anyone in a long time.
He doesn't know his name.
Well, I can't help him with that.
This hasn't been easy for me. Should they all be on the same side? Or front and back with 56 on each? Or 4 28s?
Whiskey.
I wanted you to be the first to see these ahead of tomorrow's meeting at the Institute.
Have you got a room? 137 men went to fight from this village. 25 come back. And you?
As I was saying...
No. I've 3 brothers dead. They were all in pals with me. I won't have them separated now.
If I move your brother, we'll have an even number on one side of the memorial and an odd number on the other. When men come 100 years from now to our village and look upon our remembrance, what will they say? That we didn't understand the rules of symmetry? That we couldn't add up our dead?
Why don't you put them All on the front.
They don't fit. Not without making the names far too small to read properly. I said immediately I was given this task. Uniformity would be better. Every memorial to have the same design. Then we wouldn't have this discord. Lady Allingham will have the final say.
Is Joe Middleton on your list?
Hand of hope and glory, mother of the free, how shall we extol thee, who are born of thee? Wider still and wider shall thy bounds be set.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
You don't remember me?
Mr. Ingham won.
What?
You're right-handed. Are you,
Oh, no, I was just... Why don't you come up to the farm and see my mother and father?
Oh, Conchies now, is it? What you looking at, son? Give me that.
just leave him alone.
Give me the camera.
Why?
So I can smash it up.
I can't. It's got you in it, and your baby.
Women under 30 can't vote. Men over 21 can. You don't need me to work out the mathematics. Put the men back in work, they'll put you back in Parliament. You need to tell the electorate you're a friend to D-mob man.
This was my father's study.
Is it a museum?
No.
Does Lady Allingham object?
Lady Allingham is in the room. I'm going to change.
Hankin's looking at a cotton mill.
To buy? He's overstretching.
Can't prove his manhood outside the bedroom.
This needs putting away.
You were in the lamp.
Outside, taking a photograph.
Of what?
Babies in prams. There was a line of them outside the lamb. Their fathers were inside with Norma Hankin.
You were, talking about the names for the war memorial. Well, Norma was. So, I was able to ask about Joe. What's she up to? Joe's dead. But he died.
November the 11th, 1916. In the morning.
How did they treat you in prison?
There was a rule of silence in case what you said infected others. Must have been terrible. Having to keep all those opinions of yours to yourself.
Where are you staying?
He doesn't know.
What are you doing? In Joe's bed?
Grace!
You've been using it?
Every day.
You'll be wanting a bath.
Do I,
Oh, yes. Bless you.
People don't like it. So I've tried to make myself invisible.
They don't want to give themselves away. They think that a photograph might steal whatever they want to keep it.
No, it's not that. It's me. The photographer, not the photograph. That's what they don't like. Look. How many died?
Too many.
There are no photographs of the dead. Where are they?
I don't want him here.
He's not going to be on the memorial.
No.
They're ashamed of him. You want to forget. You don't want to remember.
But what are you going to do? You're going to fight everyone? Hmm? Shirkers, deserters, come live with me and I'll fight anyone who says no.
Joe said to me, make it a better world. I won't let him down. And Bert wants him here.
Why?
Because he's halfway between an older brother and...
And a what?
And a father, John.
I'll go in.
What do you want, Father?
You cold? You get it wrong, painters. They've not got it right. Now, if they were a photograph, then we'd know. We needed you there, son.
Photograph of what?
The nails. They didn't go through his palms. The flesh of the hand can't support a body on the cross. Oh, they nailed him through the wrists and the feet. And the ribcage is stretched. It makes it impossible to breathe unless you pull your arm or push down on the nail with your feet. The pain he took. Our suffering is nothing. Cold. This is not cold. I'm not cold. Come on, cold! Do your worst! We have nothing! Nothing!
We have our name.
Every morning.
I'm not sure it'll ever be over.
I don't know if the village would want me teaching its children.
Martha, and Mary says that you're a good teacher. Why are you stopping?
You know why?
I watched you living a life and filling it up with conviction and action, and then you stopped. Joe died and you stopped living.
This is none of your business.
He was my brother.
The village is in pain. It's been in pain for years. In the middle of it all, I lost my faith. So, I'm not the right man for a man of exacting principle as yourself to come to for help. Well, I'll take the man that I know, rather than the man of God. For what? My confession. Everything that I say about the war and killing, I believe to be true. But I know that the stand that I took was also motivated by fear. I didn't want to kill anyone. And I didn't want to be killed. I saw the men of this village go off to fight. I saw the courage it took for them to offer themselves up to suffering. None had the courage to reject suffering, far from you. What happened to Joe Middleton? Shot. At dawn.
She doesn't love you. She loved my brother. She still does.
You mean you love her? Cowardly thing to do, hiding behind your dead brother.
Sorry, I'm late.
Now, the law says when Martha Lane becomes Mrs. Allingham, she's no longer permitted to teach, so
There's a wedding coming and a job available. You're invited to both.
I'd be your tenant.
Not much would change. Only you won't have to worry about losing your farm. I'm offering you a secure job and a lot of money.
But it'd be yours.
Yes.
And after that, it'd be his.
Aye.
Not Bert's.
No. I'll let you know soon.
Know what?
Oh, he just wants the right of access. Son. Will you show me your photographs?
I'm going to be married. And that means you're to have a new teacher. Here he is.
Your husband?
Your teacher.
What have we here? A teacher who can't write his own name. Why not? Shall we ask him?
Why can't you do it? Is it shame? Or is it guilt?
I'll tell you his name. His name is Coward. His name is Shirker.
They're all at village. None of me.
A beard. Goodies, that's a beard. Moustache is when it's there, not there. That's moustache.
I want to make it special, Grace, when he comes home. I want a funeral that my little ones will remember.
I'm not sure, Margaret.
What about?
A funeral like that.
He's slipping away, my Paul. I can't hear him anymore. What was it like, Grace? What were their lives like over there?
They won't tell us. They don't want us to know anything.
I don't want to fight anymore. I want to grieve for my boy.
I know how Paul died.
There's room for some words.
Hmm?
Here, on the top.
What would they be, George?
Sacrifice. Honor, patriotism. Covers it.
What do the 4 helmets represent?
Pathos.
And what would you have instead?
Intestines? Maybe? Or blue bottles. There are great swarms of them everywhere. Living off human flesh. They used to get in your nose and in your uniform. You used to wonder where they'd been. You knew. Of course you knew where they'd been. Buzzing cloud of happy, busy blue bottles above every shithole. In the summer, I put my best sniper on lab duty, we called it. The sights on his rifle set just below the most intensely buzzing cloud on the German trenches. And when the cloud lifted, for a moment, you squeeze the trigger. 1 in 5 times you'd bag a Hun having a careless evacuation. You have to remember, this is about remembering, that yes, we went to France to die for our country. We also went to France to kill for our country.
What does he want? Do you believe that Joe was a coward? You say that again, I'll kill you. You wouldn't be frightened of me if you didn't believe that Joe was a coward.
Frightened? Frightened of a shirker?
You be gone when I get back.
What are we doing?
We're embracing grief.
Whose grief is it?
It belongs to us all.
Who are the dead?
They're ours.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, our great project, this testament in stone, our memorial to those we have lost, has just taken on even greater significance. The government, in consultation with the King and with the most senior figures in our armed forces, has decided that there will be no repatriation of the fallen. Our glorious dead will remain together in France, united as one in our memory.
No! I want him home!
November the 11th will serve as a day of remembrance for us all.
That's wrong. Everyone's grief is different.
It's more meaningful if we join together.
It costs less. And they can tell us what the history is going to be.
Do you want the politicians and the generals who took us into this war to tell us how to mourn our dead after it?
We know why you're saying this, Grace.
And come on, Norma.
Say it. Out with it.
It might help if we talked about the day itself. The plans.
The 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Men died at 10:30. Men died at 10 to 11 so that the war's end would have more of a ring to it in the history books. My brother was shot dead on another 11th of November, 2 years before, at 4 o'clock in the morning. Will you be awake at dawn? Will you wake up and remember him?
This is not about individual loss. This is common grief, shared bereavement. They're bringing home the unknown warrior and giving him a funeral fit for a king.
One of the pallbearers is Field Marshal Haig himself.
Yes, I believe so.
The man who signed my brother's death warrant.
We're all making big adjustments. We all remember before the war as being another time, a kind of golden age.
You had more servants. That's what was golden about it. Wasn't a golden age for me, or for Margaret Borden, or for Agnes, or for anyone else I've ever spoke to outside of your class.
Why don't we limit our argument to the memorial? That's why we're here, to establish the most fitting way to remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. I think we can at least agree all men are equal when they confront their maker.
Then you can tell me. Is my son in heaven? Or is he in hell?
Where is he? Where's he gone?
Whatever Rutter's offering you, I'll match it.
What?
But I don't want your farm. I want to talk about Grace.
Now?
No. From time to time, you and me, we have to work quietly, us men, to return her to the home, to soothe her rage. You keep the farm. Nobody need know about our arrangement. You know, true acts of charity, when men are pure with motive, are always privately made and privately achieved, Mr. Middleton.
She's your wife. What kind of man are you?
Left me cap.
Hell. Of course. Someone should have just said it.
You didn't. Why not? Were you wrong about Joe Middleton, Dr. Wiley? Is his death on your conscience?
He was a coward.
Oh, yes, of course. Bad, not mad. Yes, beyond help. Not your field. What do you think, Miss Lane? Is there such a thing as a collective conscience? Beyond rules and law and doctors? We've killed a man. We think about his death. We can't stop thinking about it. But we have to resolve it, or it'll destroy us. Joe Middleton is our problem. His name is our conscience.
Well, where's the damn car?
Well, why don't we walk? Hmm? Let's walk. Do you love Cara?
Of course.
Stupid question, yes. You invented her. You made her into whatever she is now. So it would be surprising if you didn't love what you've made.
I understand your daughter better than you could possibly hope to.
You understand her? I asked you about love.
All you've got is feeling. I have insight, and that gives me the whole picture.
Imagine how much of a fool you'd feel if you were wrong.
What have you said to him?
Nothing.
Thank you.
Hello?
He's gone.
Mr. Eyre?
What about the children? What about the children?
Shh. You know what this is, don't you? And he brings it here to this village. To this house, to his bed. What have you done?
Not at work?
No.
Strange pudding.
Can I have it on the tab, please?
Is this what I think it is? Who is it? Grace.
No. I'm not having you catching it.
That's for me.
No, it is not. You would risk catching it and passing it on to Mary. To Bert. No, enough. He's on his own.
Sorry.
Margaret?
Some rhubarb and some treacle. It's my girls. All my girls.
Mr. Hankin? Doctor? Ah, stonemason's here, if you'll excuse me.
How many are
I saw 40 cases this morning.
57 names down to Mel at sea on the front, and the remaining 55 names on the back.
Can I get for you, Doctor?
Half a bottle of rum.
Is rum something that might,
Decent corpse reviver. Best friend to influenza, Mrs. Hankin.
Is?
Fear. You want to reduce your chances of catching it. Don't be frightened.
And the poem on the side. Same lettering. Is that right, Norma? Norma?
I think he's going to die.
I'm very sorry. Why are you here?
It's all worked out.
Keep away from her!
I had a little bird. Its name was Enza. They opened the window and influenza.
Was this a joke?
All over England, people are singing songs about it because they think it's over. And our village had escaped it, hadn't we? Not many villages in England can say that.
Why don't you stop clearing your throat and say what you think?
We can't let it start again.
It's here.
And that's where it has to stay.
No, quarantine the village, no. Apart from anything else, I need to be at Westminster. My bill is being debated on Tuesday.
You could return, live out the life of this Parliament. You might retain your seat at the next election. You might not. Do this, you will be guaranteed a long life in politics. High office is virtually assured, and you'll have a place in history.
Bester, I just feel...
36 years old. You've been promising quite a few years now. This is your moment, brought to you on a plate by a farm boy.
It was his idea.
You lead the village in this. People, newspapers, history will all say that it was yours. Well, the losses this village took in the war make it an even bigger story. We'll go from plucky to heroic overnight, and you'll be the man taking us there.
This is our time.
And those are the first 4 words of your speech.
There's nobody here. You're alone. What is it?
I don't love you.
I can never win, can I? Because he's dead. You'll always love him. Should have died. It's my fault.
What is?
If Joe had remained perfect to you, you might have found space for me. I think when I told you about Joe and Caro, I tarnished him. And I lost you.
"23 years you were alive before we met.
It's hard to imagine.
You were waiting for me.
Yes.
Go ahead. Eat your soup.
You don't have to. You can choose. Just as you can choose whether to tell Dr. Wiley about your baby.
You know what you've done? Nothing goes out village. So I pour it all away. A few days without our milk, dairy'll drop us, and they'll not take us back.
They're calling it plague. They want to stop the memorial ceremony.
They?
The village.
What did you say?
The village.
No. Before, in field. We have nothing.
But we have our name.
No milk, no income. What will you do? Slaughter them now for the meat? Now be a man and shake hands with me. You've nothing left, Middleton.
What do you want?
Is there a man here who has not lost a son? Or a brother, or a father?
Hey, what do you want?
I want us all to stand together tomorrow. Every single one of us. I want all the living to remember all the dead.
What can I do for you?
What day is it?
Thursday morning.
Date?
11th of November.
But it...
I'm not going.
a good turnout, don't you think?
Yes, our village is here.
Yes, really.
Well, you could do. It's not a bad idea. Maybe some salads, greens or something before. You know? Freezing cold, are you?
No, I'll manage, thank you.
Yeah, I saw it.
You have to come.
They don't want him. Mella, Mitchell, Mumford. Where is he? I can't be part of something that chooses to ignore my son's life and his death whilst remembering everyone else's.
I understand.
How can you?
Joe had a child. My daughter had a child. A boy. He's yours. And he's mine.